What's up, folks? Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday night here on the MashingDrum. I'm Jason C. Welcome to the show. It is youtube.com/themashanddrum. Like, subscribe, do all the things. What is going on, everybody? I'm obviously very pumped for tonight because we are kicking off Blendageddon, the American whiskey blend category. 30 friggin' blends to go through. You guys brought it this year. We have a good group going tonight. We're going to kick it off. We're going to have a special guest judge. We're going to have another special appearance. It's going to be a great night. Plus, we're going to be going through a few new bottles here that I haven't gotten to try yet. Also, a new sample from Bardstown Bourbon Company. And I didn't even know about this release. I just kind of got it in the mail. So we're going to taste through that too. See if that's worth the money. And yeah, first off, we're going to drink this friggin' new Riff Sherry finish that might be the most underrated, under the radar, rye whiskey release of this year. And that's because, not a lot of people just got to see it. It was kind of came and went. It was gone. It sold out. Boom, 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 gone. But yeah, I got a trade from this with Mr. Darrell Stewart. He needed another Houdini. So I figured I got some backup. So I traded him for this bottle. And yeah, we're gonna try that actually really soon. But first, let's say hi to all you guys in the chat. What is going on? Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Yes, John W. The bottle did reach me, and Darrell should be getting his next week. Kyle Hicks, what's going on, man? Ham Turkey, Cameron Lochner, Andrew Bergstrom. This I absolutely love this comment. Cheers, Jason. Catching up on all your videos after being out at sea doing Navy training last month. Andrew, that's an honor that I just love that. And, for you to watch my videos while you're in Navy training, that's a huge honor, man. So thank you for your service. And stay safe and hope to see you in the chat again, even as the weeks go by here. Let's see here. We got Dunny here, Blind Squirrel, JC, Marcigan. Shredward with a good old Fuggy Amutta. Love it. Chris Buzalencia is in the house. What's going on, buddy? Let's see who else. Eric Sawyer's here. Happy Whiskey Wednesday and happy Blendageddon. That's right. It's about to go for it. GW Gamble. Grizzly B. Yeah, we're gonna try some of the new Redwood Empires. These are batch 2, and I didn't even get to try batch 1 yet. So I grabbed these bottles while I was away in Baltimore. And yeah, can't wait to taste them. Adam Hinson, George T. Stack back on the menu. That's right. We're going to go through all of that. Sugar Kitty is here. Alan Pulowski is in here. Just finished watching Bloodsport. Love that movie. Show me a dim mock. Yeah! And he breaks the brick. One of the best. That was like the Street Fighter movie before there was a Street Fighter movie. I love that. I love that movie. Gone Fishing is here. Keith Thompson. Let's see. 4 Leaf Whiskey is here. How you doing? Bo's Wine Guy. He's in the competition tonight. Dusty Dan in the house. Gets Drunk. America Blends it is. Mark Mace is here. And let me go down the line here and catch up. Donald Ranch. It's a good night when we got Whiskey Yoda in the house. What is going on? Irish Whiskey Yoda. Love it. Circle City Bourbon is here. What is going on? Black Bourbon Family. Raise your drinks up casually. What is going on? Jason and Brandy. JH. Oh my God. It is Whiskey Blender Nancy Fraley. She may know something about blending. I'm just saying. She may know a little something. Nancy, always great to see you in the chat and answering everybody's questions. Absolutely love it. Nancy, I know we've been talking about it. We got to get you back on the channel real soon. So whenever you're ready. I know you got some stuff going on, but when things calm down a little bit, I would like you to actually come on for an episode of Blendageddon. Actually, maybe we can get Nancy to be a judge in one of the last rounds. I don't know. I'll talk to you about that, Nancy. That would be a little crazy, right? Nancy Fraley judging blinds. We'll see how it goes. Judging blends. Jared W. Whiskey Mountains is here. Let's see. Brooklyn 456. What's going on? New York. Paul P is here. Hey, Steve Burko's here. Ricardo Carroll. He got himself a Smoke Wagon Uncut and Fry Ranch. Looking forward to opening them. Absolutely. Bourbon for Bacon. Whiskey Food Travel Reviews is here. And As last year's champion, we're not worthy. You're not worthy. Holy crap. Lance is in the house. Cheers to you, Lance. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope the family's doing good. It's great to see your wife back on the recovery train. I know she's still got some time to go, but I am so happy for you guys. Really good to see you guys. Lily says hi. Hit the like. That's right. That is MJ. That is Lily. How you doing, Lily? Nice to see you. Love that face. This one's an echo room too. Thanks, brother. Let's see here. All right. Cheers, Jason. Did you curse my Yankees? Somehow it's your fault. It's always my fault. Yeah, it's all you Yankee fans. You got swept. Sorry to see that. You know, it happens. You know, this was probably one of the few times I kind of wanted to see the Yankees, you know, beat the Astros, but you know, Astros are just too friggin' good, man. And the I don't know what happened to the Yankees. They basically went up. They basically went up to the plate with like toothpicks. They fucking couldn't hit a damn thing. Reminded me of watching the Mets when the Mets got ousted by the Padres. Just got booted. So now in the World Series we have the Phillies and the Astros. Two of my, you know, the Astros, whatever. But I fucking hate the Phillies. You know, they're in the same division as the Mets. They've been kind of an arch rival for years. Oh, I hate them. I hate them so much. All right. Cheers, Jason. Pour one out for me. Missing $50 Weller Fulper by 2 minutes. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. Let's see. Someone has to get fired in the next week. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happens every other 100+ win team. Yeah, it's like all the teams that just kind of like were wild cards or either like snuck in. They're all dominating. It's like the 100 wins don't mean shit. Mark Mace, isn't that M&J? Isn't that Jackman special? It's really, really good pick. Sugar Kitty says the Phillies, and you're welcome. Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. No, this is not the Discovery 9. So this, I didn't hear about this one. This is the Bardstown Bourbon Company. This is one of their special finishes. This is the blended rye whiskey finished in infrared toasted cherry oak barrels. 110 proof. Sounds really interesting. I have the details right there. We'll taste that one too before we get into the first week of American Blends of Blendageddon. So, all right, I'm starting with this one, guys, because I've just been dying to taste this. This one is the New Riff malted rye whiskey, sherry finished, barrel proof, non-chill filtered. This is a 6-year-old 100% malted rye whiskey finished in Oloroso and PX sherry casks. So this has all the things. It's got the malted rye. It's 100%. It's non-chill filtered. It's a good proof point at 112.7 PX sherry. I mean, okay, this is, you know, well, I mean, on paper, it sounds amazing. Big Vic, cheers, y'all. Still working? Can't chat. Oh, he's still working. Big Vic, pull over the truck, man, and hang out. Just saying. All right. 5th quarter tailgate. Oh, glad you got the Woodinville picks. Yeah, Match and Journey Whiskey Club. We launched our 2 Woodinville picks, the Maverick and Iceman #2, the sequels. So 2, again, very different picks. So we'll see, you know, when you guys get those, how you like them. I think they're going to be absolutely fantastic. And if you did get both of them, I would highly recommend you guys blend them. Just saying. It's good. All right, let's get into the nose on this one. And let's see what Darrell Stewart and Jeffrey Wack and all these guys are talking about with this bottle, saying how it might be the greatest whiskey this year. So here we go. So one thing that's surprising so far is that the rye spice is actually coming forward. It's not, I expect when you hear Oloroso and PX sherry, you expect that sherry to kind of take over the entire experience. Not really happening here. Got a bunch of people coming to the chat here. 270 folks so far. Redwood Grizzly Beast is damn good. Go Philly, says Mark Emanecker. Yep, can't agree with that. I'm a sucker for Woodinville. They were my first ever barrel pick for sure. Yeah, I've had some really good. I think next time we're going to try to get a Woodinville rye. Woodinville rye pick, which I think would be really cool. I think their rye is really delicious as well. A little bit underrated. So let's see here. All right, let's go back to, I can't see you guys. There you are. All right. All right, a little more of the PX is coming out. I'm always getting like that dried fig, like raisin note that you get with some good Oloroso PX. PX is normally a little bit sweeter. Oloroso can tend to be a little bit more earthy, a little bit on the nuttier side, but still sweet. A little bit more like a darker chocolate. All right. Well, it smells good. I mean, I was expecting the sherry to take over. It's not. Cheers, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Whiskey Wednesday night. Another great week here on the Master and Drum and more to come. All leading up to the great fundraiser at the end of the year. And do we have some bottles that are going to be up for auction for the for St. Jude's Children's Hospital on the finals of Blendageddon. So cheers to all you guys for hanging out. And here we go. Well, that was my first pour of the night. Wow, that has a nice, I mean, that just exploded with flavor on the palate. Again, more of the fig, the raisin, but that rye spice, that malted rye, which gives a little bit, hey, what's up, everything spicy? Gives it a little bit more. Whiskey Mountains, what did she say? Rise can't be best whiskey of the year. It's a well-known whiskey law. Hey, what's up, the average drinker? Nice to see you. Man, this is, I mean, this is a, it's an absolute fruit bomb. I mean, it's like strawberry jam, raisin, fig Newton. But that, you know, the rye spice, the mint, to balance it out. I could see why a lot of people love this whiskey. It's a beautifully balanced rye whiskey. Oh, man. And it's getting darker the more it opens up here. I don't know. I almost want more sherry influence. The rye really explodes, but man, it's got some really nice like nuance to it. You know, I don't know if this beats the Sagamore sherry rye. I don't know if it beats. I mean, the formula here that's amazing here is that spice on the back end. That rye spice just hangs around and the finish goes on for days. That might have it over the Sagamore sherry. It's almost turning into like this this orange marmalade, like orange marmalade plus not licorice, more of like a fresh like a fennel note, like star anise or fennel, something like that on the back end. Oh, wow, that is no joke. Yeah, that's definitely fixing for a double bass. I'm surprised how soft this is, though, on the front of the palate. It comes in very delicately, but it's got a lot of flavor for something so delicate, which is the surprising part. It's like I want more flavor, but it's very layered for what it gives you, and a lot of rye spice on the back end of that. I don't want to compare it right now to the Sagamore Sherry. I know I could probably do that, but I feel like any of these finishes, especially malted ryes, need to open up a bit. So I want to let this, I'm going to have a few more pours of this, let it get down the bottle a little bit, and then do a proper double bass at some point. So hell yeah. But yeah, thanks, Darrell. I'm loving this one so far. Oh man, do I see Jimmy McGill in the house? Jimmy McGill. What's up, Jimmy McGill? Nice to see you, buddy. ADHD Whiskey, who totally punked everyone, punked me last week. Amazing. Like, I was getting messages like, did you really not know it was him? Did you really not know it was him? I had no clue. And all you guys have to do is just go back and watch my face. I mean, it's crazy. But I'll tell you this, though. Well, I'll save it till we start Blendageddon. something really cool that Matt did. So we'll save it for Blendageddon then, real quick. So what I'm going to do, because we do want to get into Blendageddon, and we are going to have our special guest come on soon. I'm going to pour these out because these are fresh pours. So now these are Redwood Empire. Now these are the Redwood Empire's Rocket Top Bottled and Bond, which is their rye. And this is the Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast Bottled and Bond. And this is their straight bourbon. Now, now it's weird. Ohio gets Redwood Empire, but I don't think I've seen anybody in Ohio seen these bottles ever. I can't say I've ever seen them. So it took me a while to get my hands on them. I had a patron, Eric Gunderson. He sent me some samples, and I got into those, and I really liked them. But I figured, all right, these are batch 2, by the way. If anyone's waiting to know what batches they are, there was a batch 1. Totally missed that one. These are batch 2. So, yeah, you guys. I mean, you guys have seen the cup before, right? This is the way. It's the Mandalorian coffee mug. That's where my water is. Whiskey Central in the house. What's going on, Shayla the Whaler? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Lost Monarch from Redwood Empire. So it'll be really cool to kind of see how these are now. As far as details, let's see here. So Redwood Empire, they have an eco-friendly distilling mission displayed in their single distilling methods, recycling of used mash to local farmers for feed as a couple of examples. With their team of distillers, this brand has bucked the Sonoma wine tradition for whiskey. The results are a strong line of whiskeys that have a lot to say. So these are the 2 new, or 2 newish, I guess you should say the 2 new batches. So the straight rye is 5 years old. It's 87% rye, 7% malted barley, and 6% wheat. So it's a wheated rye. So interesting. Is that one 100 proof? Does that one say 100 proof as well? Yeah, this is 100 proof. So 100 proof on that one. And then the rye is mash bill 69 corn. Oh, wait a second. No, that's the Grizzly Beast. What's happening here? The Rocket Top straight rye is 87 rye, 7 malted barley, 6% wheat, 100 proof. Got it. And is that right? Is the price on this like $91? Is that correct? And then the Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast, 5 years, mash bill 69 corn, 22 rye, 5 malted barley, 4 wheat, so it's a 4 grain, and about $90 as well. That's surprising. Okay, I didn't think they were. I mean, I bought these bottles, but how come I don't remember them being that expensive? Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to first couple of whiskey announcements here, and we'll get into what's to see at the TTB. Here we go. All right, guys, how could we not start with the news of the day? What timing? This just dropped today. It was the announcement, finally, late announcement of the Buffalo Trace BTAC bottles, or BTAC lineup, I should say. Thanks to shout out to Whiskey Raiders for the photo there. Great website I like to go to get some great news. Jay and John are good dudes over there, so you can definitely read Whiskey Raiders. So here are the details. It looks like George T. Stagg is back, and it's back in a big friggin' way. The return of the extra age straight bourbon, best known as George T. Stagg, usually weighing in north of 120 proof, at least 15 years old. We didn't get it last year because we didn't really know what was going on, which led to a lot of conspiracy theories across the world of bourbon. But it looks like it's all back. And what's so special about George T. Stagg? 15 years, 5 months old. And the proof on this one is 138.7, sourced entirely from Warehouse K. This is actually the highest proof of of George T. Stagg since 2015. To round out the list, you have William LaRue Weller, which is from 2010. Warehouse CK&N, 124.7 proof. That's the Wheater. Thomas H. Haney's their straight rye whiskey, distilled in 2016. Clocks in at a healthy 130.9 proof. Then you have your Eagle Rare 17, sticking with that 101 proof. Let's see here. Don't really have they didn't really release any information as far as like warehouse sources or ages, but it's got to be at least 17. They have that 17 on it. And then SAS 18-year-old statement, only 90 proof. Barrels from this one come from 2003 and 2004. Sourced from warehouse K&M. All the, when we talk about BTAC and all the retail prices on it, I mean, it's great, but when most people aren't going to see those bottles, it just sucks. So it is what it is. But I do, it's good to see George T. Stagg back. Even though like most of us aren't going to see a bottle, I'm probably not going to see a bottle, but I'm probably not going to see any of them. I used to be able to get a couple of them from my store in New York, but even they're getting, very, very, very limited allocations of everything now. So it's even harder to get some of those allocations. Then you got, you have new buyers that have come across in the last few years that are coming in with big bucks, big money, and just buying them all up. So I think that's become the challenge of getting anything allocated these days, especially anything from Buffalo Trace, even more so. So that's the kind of big news coming at Buffalo Trace. This is a little bit of a late announcement this year, but it's nice to see George T. Stagg back. Another great release, if you guys are Scotch heads, is this Glendronach. This Glendronach has been launched, and it's called the Grandeur batch. It's batch 11. 28-year-old. We talked about Pedro Jimenez and Oloroso sherry casks. That's what this one is. It's a 28-year-old whiskey, 28-year-old single malt Scotch, Pedro Jimenez and Oloroso maturation. Batch 11 suggested a retail price of $800, $800, 48.9% ABV. Apparently, it's probably, according to Glendronach, it's one of the finest whiskeys that they've ever produced. And I'm a huge fan of Glendronach and what they do. I love their sherry finish casks, especially. But I mean, when you get up to prices like that, stuff like that is just, insane. But hey, if you have a lot of disposable income and you guys get a bottle, I'll feel free to shoot me a sample. I'll pay for a sample for you. And then next up is, let's see here. We have some labels from the TTB. Well, actually, I have another news story. You guys know this guy. That's right. That's Seth MacFarlane, the Family Guy creator, Seth MacFarlane. He has joined the American single malt brand Bear Fight as the chief storyteller. So there's a lot of whiskey out there. So for me to put my name on it, it's either great or I'm getting paid a ton of money, says Seth MacFarlane in a news release. Well, they're paying me almost nothing, which means Bear Fight is a damn good whiskey. I don't always stare off into the left side of a photo at something off camera while holding a bottle, but when I do, that bottle is Bear Fight whiskey, which is what that came straight from Seth MacFarlane. This launched in May. It's a young brand in a growing space, I think, in American single malt. Still relatively small category, but it's got a lot of growth and potential as we've seen in recent years. Let's see. Bear Fight is owned by Next Century Spirits, which was founded in 2018, and also owns recording artist Yellow Wolf's Creekwater brand and Truth Teller, which debuted in September, launching a whiskey to accompany the new Fox drama Monarch. So this is just a couple details on this. Aged at least 3 years in first fill bourbon barrels and finished in peat smoked oak and cherry casks. Bear Fight is a look to find balance between American bourbon and traditional Scotch single malt whiskey. $40 on Reserve Bar and for whiskeylovers.com. So that's the first time I ever even heard of that brand. So I couldn't even tell you guys. I do enjoy some American single malts, but I have no idea what that bottle is or how it tastes. But if you guys are fans of Seth MacFarlane, have at it. Penelope has launched its newest bourbon, the Valencia. Announced the release of its newest limited release bourbon, Valencia. We saw this label on What's to See on the TTB a few months ago. Bourbon finished in Vino de Naranja cask from Spain. Bottle at 97 proof, limited only to 1,500 cases. Will retail for $75 online and in select retailers. This one gives it, let's see here. Tasting notes is being rich and bold with deep citrus flavors coming from the coasts of Spain. Ages in these wine casks, it actually aged in those Vino de Naranja casks for a full year before it was bottled. 97 proof Vino Naranja is actually a 97 proof wine that gets its citrus flavor from orange peel extractions, and then it ages in oak wine barrels. So a lot of interesting influences there. I love citrus in my whiskey. I just don't know if I want to go that far to get citrus. But, I really love what Penelope's doing, so it'd be interesting to try that and get my hands on it. It looks like there's going to be another release in the Maryland Whiskey Heritage Series. Pride of Indiana. This whiskey is 15 years old. This is a 15-year-old barrel-proof straight American whiskey. Why is it a straight American whiskey and not a bourbon? Because it's a blend of light whiskey and bourbon. So this is a small batch American whiskey, blend of 15-year-old American light whiskey and 16-year-old of that 21% rye bourbon out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the Rawson and Squibb and Ross and Rachel distillery, whatever you want to call it. I'm still calling it MGP. I don't care. And last but not least, for you fans of Bradshaw bourbon, Terry Bradshaw, 103.8 proof. If you guys want to know why it's 103.8 proof, that was his passer rating when he retired. So Terry Bradshaw's passer rating came in at 103.8 as a quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is his new wheated edition. So it looks like he's going to have a wheated edition that's going to be hitting the shelves sometime soon. Bourbon born in Owensboro, Kentucky, DSP KY10. So that's really it for the news. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. But yeah, I think this is kind of the big story today is the BTAC. So let's let me kind of catch up here. Whiskey was okay. Fraley's talking to the chat. Love it. Straight VDN is delicious. That Penelope has got to be good. Let's see. What do you guys think of we got only 15 likes? Come on, where the likes at? Where the likes at? Oh no, I see 104 on my end. All right, let's get into these Redwood Empires. We'll taste the Bardstown, and then we will get into a little bit of Blendageddon action. So I'm going to start with the bourbon first, which, as I said, is a 4-grain. Now, if this truly is an $85, $90 bourbon, that'll be interesting to see how that stacks up. So, on the nose here. Now, this isn't finished in anything, right? Not, let's see here. Yeah, no. Nope. Okay, at least for 5 years. And one thing that's really cool about the Redwood Empire is their label game is just awesome. They named it Grizzly Beast. They name it after trees, some like really just old trees, especially on the West Coast, that are almost pretty much like national monuments. And these trees are huge. They grow tall. This is named after Grizzly Beast, which is a tree. I think the name of it here. The Redwood Empire stretches from San Francisco. Let's see here. The Grizzly Giant is a giant sequoia located in Yosemite National Park that has over 2 billion leaves. And the Mattole Beast is a massive 375-foot coastal redwood located in Humboldt's Redwood State Park. So, again, big ass fucking trees. All right, so I definitely get the 5-year-old youth on this. It definitely comes through as a younger whiskey. It's a little bit, a little bit sawdusty, but there's some fruit characteristics here. I'm not getting as much like vanilla as I'm getting more of a It's weird. It almost comes across like iced tea. There's like an iced tea note I'm getting in here, which is interesting. Like lemon and tea, like lemon tea note. There's kind of like I don't know if that's like gingerbread cookie. There's something very sweet in here. Maybe it's like a vanilla lemon cookie type thing too. It's very sweet. I think that 4-grain wheater really kind of comes through. Maybe a hint of like nutmeg and cinnamon. Not a lot. All right, let's try the Grizzly Beast. So on the palate, that hit me like a young wheated bourbon, where It's there, it's good, but I feel like there's more need for it to develop. Now, second sip was a little better. I still get lemon, cinnamon, a punch of like I don't want to keep saying I don't think it's strawberry, but there's a bright fruit note I'm getting. I don't think it's strawberry. It's all very light and bright. I don't think there's really no darkness to it. There's no, I'm not really getting a big oak influence. There's nothing like chocolatey or cherry. It all stays very bright. It gets into more of like a strawberry, lemon, a little bit of orange peel. I'll even give it too, I think, on that citrusy side. I think I'm actually getting like a little ginger too on it. Yeah, it's all very bright. And you know what? The more I sip it, the more interesting it's getting. I mean, hopefully this just gets better over time. I'll tell you what, though, off of first impressions, I do not like this for $90. If that is the retail price, $90 to me is that's a little bit much for this one. I just don't feel like it has the depth of flavor that you would want for a $90 bourbon quite yet. And I always fear that with like anything with wheat in it. I feel like the older wheated bourbons need time. Yeah, I don't know. It's good. Let me go back to that in a little bit. Let's go to the rye now, which is the Rocket Top. And the Rocket Top, let's see here. This is again, Humboldt Redwood State Park. The Rocket Top, a tree reminiscent of a 365-foot tall bottle rocket. This rye is as complex and extraordinary as the tree it represents. It's a big-ass tree. Keith Thompson says it sounds a lot like batch 1. Yeah, I mean, okay. The rye is a little bit more interesting on the nose. Okay, yeah, the rye. Yeah, that is all rye. That is citrus, black tea, like Christmas tree. Man, heavy. It's not cinnamon, allspice. Actually getting allspice in that, which is really nice. ADHD was Lil Ginger was my nickname back in Cubby Scouts. Little because the troop leaders were sarcastic assholes. Well, was your hair more red when you were little, ADHD? Oh man, what is that other smell I'm getting there? That's nice. I'm getting like sweet licorice. This actually has more of like it'll sound funny, but I'm getting like a Twizzlers cherry Twizzler. Like, yeah, cherry, like the bright cherry Twizzlers candy in here. Man, that's a nice nose on the rye. It's like fruity, it's spicy, kind of what you want. All right, let's try it. I like the rye way more than the bourbon. The rye is nice. The rye's got some. The rye actually, and again, this probably plays into rye just being able to mature a little faster when it comes into, at only 5 years old. It even has like just like more depth of flavor. You actually get some oak on here. I'm actually getting coffee bean, chocolate covered coffee beans, the spice. I actually wish it had more spice. It kind of is a little bit of a softer rye. I like the flavor profile over the bourbon, but man, I want it to be a little bit spicier. Oh yeah. This almost gets into like a root beer category. I am team Rocket Top. When it comes to both of these, this one for $90, meh. I don't think it's there yet. The Rocket Top, even though $90 is expensive, I like the flavors in here. I like the fact that, oh, I'm getting a little spice there on the end. Completely agree. Rye is so much better flavors, better balance. I have to try the rye now. Sounds great. Yeah, the rye just has deeper, richer flavors. The bourbon just not there yet. Yeah, it has like this funky, root beery, almost earthy like undertone to it, but in a really good way. You combine that with like the citrus and kind of that brightness, and again that allspice. Yeah, if you would want to, if you can't get both and you're looking at them both on the shelf, you want to try one of them, get the rye. The rye is that's the one to get. That's a really nice rye whiskey. All right, we're gonna try one more whiskey here before we get into Blendageddon. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see here. Any similarity to the Emerald Giant? Way more deep and rich than the Emerald Giant, Kevin. I like the Emerald Giant, but I still think it's a softer rye. I like the up and proof here. I like that it's a little bit more depth and flavor. Totally different experience, I think, than the Emerald Giant is more of like a mixer rye. Honestly, I think that is a rye I would want to drink on its own because it's got a lot going on. Yum. That meh is going to get shorted. Redwood has also released cast strength of all three. Yeah, that's what I want. I really, really, really want to try the Lost Monarch at cast strength. Anybody in the chat? Any of you guys had the Lost Monarch at cast strength or tried it yet? I would love to get that one. Aren't you going to mix? Oh yeah, how did I not mix them? Yeah, let's make a Burai blend here. It is Blendageddon, but I'm gonna let that sit because this has to mingle a little bit. So this is the Rocket Top and the Emerald Giant together. We'll go back to that in a little bit. We'll let that mingle. Of course, that's Mike. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking. I feel like calling it a mixer is a slap in the face. Not necessarily. But it's a soft rye. I just think it's a soft rye. If a rye, if I'm going to drink a rye straight, I want it to be spicy, I want it to be rich, and I want it to have a lot of flavor that I could, enjoy. If it's just kind of and flat and easy to drink, that's not the type of rye I want to sip. That's the one I'll use in a cocktail. And yeah, that's all right. So I just got this today. Don't really know much about it, but Bardstown Bourbon Company did send me this. So let's find out the deets. That's that's like young kid talk for details apparently. This is why I'm 45 years old. I'm an old man. I just learned what deets are. Okay. Yeah, Sazerac, definitely a mixer for sure. I don't like either Emerald Giant or Pipe Dream, but I dig Lost Monarch. Yeah, Robert Shea, I think I was kind of right with you when I reviewed both of those, all three of them. The rye was okay, the bourbon was okay, but that Lost Monarch was really good. Okay. Bardstown, West Virginia, Great Barrel Company. This is a blended rye whiskey finished in infrared toasted cherry and oak barrel. So here's what it says. I'm reading this with the first time, just like you guys. Our first cooperage collaboration celebrates the forward-thinking West Virginia Great Barrel Company. Our synergy, get ready for all the marketing words, just warning you guys now. Our synergy in modern production led to a custom blend aged in cherry wood barrels, toasted with infrared technology. Infrared technology is not a new concept. Maker's Mark has been doing it with some of their stave finishes on the wood finishing series. So it sounds cool, but don't get it twisted. We've had that before, in Maker's Mark products as well. So just keeping it real. Let's see here. What else here? This truly unique flavor exemplifies the potential of two brands at the forefront of innovation. Okay. Indiana 7 years. So we have an MGP 7 year 95.5 rye. and then a 12-year corn whiskey. So, okay. So it's a blended rye whiskey finished in infrared toasted cherry. All right. So this is what the bottle will look like. Focus that in. Not sure when this is going to release or if it's even out yet, but that's what the bottle will look like. So, okay. In a world when infrared barrels char your ass. I'm only kidding. Okay, here we go. Oh. Albert Orozco. This is the, it's just called the Bardstown Bourbon Company, West Virginia Great Barrel Company release. 110 proof. This, apparently, according to Cameron, it dropped last Friday. Okay. They released the Disco 9 the day after I was at BBC. Oh, shit, Robert. Hey, Fancy Franchie's in the house. There you go. Nice to see you, Fancy Franchi. All right, let's get into this one. Let's see here. I mean, trying to see if there's any other. No, nothing I'm missing. A new blend of bourbon from a new blend of bourbon maker. All right, let's try it, guys. Sounds interesting enough. Jason, what is that cool T-shirt you are wearing? This is the Bourbon Pursuit T-shirt. It's a medium, so it fits a little tight. Show off the guns a little bit. Yeah. Welcome to the gun show. 21090 says, hey, what's up, Todd and Andy? We got sent this yesterday as well. We'll be reviewing it this weekend. I should turn away. You could watch it, man. You'll probably, we got similar palates, I think, when it comes to rye. I don't know about bourbon, though, guys. So let's see here. Toasted barrel. It's sweet. Oh, yeah. Toasted barrels generally are sweet. All right. It is sweet. I will give it that. I definitely get like the toasted marshmallow on here, I think, a bit. I mean, it's toasted cherry wood. So it's hard for you to like hear toasted cherry wood and not think cherry. I mean, I get it. There is kind of a cherry pie maybe thing going on. Maybe not so much cherry, but there is kind of like a pastry note on this. Definitely some dark fruits too. I think there's a little bit of a raisin thing going on too. Maybe more of like, it's a little bit floral. I feel like the corn whiskey, that just like that real candy corn note is, it's dominating the rye spice a little bit. You can get some of the herbal quality of it a little bit. So infrared. So it's like microwaving your marshmallow for s'mores instead of campfire. I mean, yeah. I mean, they're basically, it's a high intensity, toast with the infrared. It is. I'm getting, I take that back. I think the rye is actually starting to really come through. I'm getting a lot of rye grain in here. A little bit of that herbal quality, kind of like the tea, like the black tea is coming out. I don't know why, but it smells like it's a little bit dry. I know that's a weird thing to say. It smells like it's going to be like a little bit drying, but let's try it. Here we go. Not what I was expecting on the palate. It's extremely fruity on the palate. Very fruit forward. Marshmallows, graham cracker. It's like you were making a s'mores, but instead of putting chocolate on it, you put like some kind of jam on it. Very, very fruit forward. I'm gonna go for another sip of that. And now as you sip it, more of the rye spice comes through. It's a really interesting whiskey. I kind of like the play on flavors. I can't say I've really had anything like this. I mean, I've had toasted rye before, but I don't think I've had a toasted rye that's so fruit forward like this. Like a toasted rye that's also been like thrown in like a port wine cask or something. Because it's got a very rich, like fruity profile to it to me. Yeah. I'm not even going to say it's cherry. I mean, like your mind wants to go to cherry, but I'm not even saying, I don't think it's really cherry at all. This is more of like it's a little bit of a darker berry, like blackberry and ADHD whiskeys here. Dare I say blueberries? Yeah. And then, I mean, this is really getting toasty now. Like this really, the marshmallow, all that is really starting to come out of the glass as this opens up. It's unique. This is going to be, they don't give me pricing here, but I would imagine this is going to be $160, $150, something along those lines that we normally see these releases for. But yeah, to me, this is a try before you buy. This isn't like a Chateau de la Baude or anything like that, where it's just gonna like it's a must grab. Because of that toastiness, I told you not to put metal in the science oven. Infrared is like the electric heaters with the bulbs in them, the ones that glow red when they're on. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. Did Jason crack into the new Riff 6? Yeah, Robert, I did, and it's really good. I really like the new Riff. So, it's 160. Yeah, this is. There's just too many toasted products on the market. I mean, I understand the infrared part of it, but like I said, we've had that before. Makers has already kind of done that. Man, and this is just becoming like cakey icing, vanilla icing, berries, toasted marshmallows. This could be one of those whiskeys that just gets a little bit sweeter over time with that. Sometimes it takes a little longer for those toasted profiles to really come out. So, but man, it's good. It's good, but I don't think it's a home run. I honestly think it's a try before you buy. That's going to be one of those whiskeys that people are either going to love it or just think it's like, it's a little bit too weird. I don't want to spend the money on it. Yeah, it's different though. I'll say that. I don't think I've ever had such a fruit forward toasted rye like that. If anything, it's got that going for it. But if any of you guys were thinking about buying that one, I would highly suggest if you go to Bardstown Bourbon Company anytime soon, try that at the bar before you purchase that one, because I just think it's just not there yet all the way. So let's try the Redwood Empire blend here real quick. I really love how, depending upon the varietal, rye could present as very cherry forward. That's super cool. Yeah, Nancy. So Scott and I, when we picked a single barrel rye from NGP, and it was what was that one? 9 years old, 8 years old, whatever the hell it was. But we literally named it Dr. Cherry Pie, Dr. Pepper Cherry. I'm sorry, cherry pie's in my mind now. But we named it Cherry Dr. Pepper was the name of the pick because it literally smelled like Swedish fish, like cherry. It was rich. We never had a rye like that. So to hear you kind of say, depending on the varietal, that makes sense. Oh, I got to say, the blend of these two smells amazing. Wow. It got like way sweeter. Oh my God, it smells like strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake with cream cheese frosting. Oh my gosh. I hope it tastes as good as it smells. All right, here we go. Getting ready for Blendageddon. Here we go. The blend is nice. I feel like I have to play with the proportions a little bit though. Like I'm missing the. I feel like the bourbon almost took over a little bit. Maybe because I drank more of the rye than the bourbon. But I feel like if I maybe amp up the rye a little bit more, it might be a little bit more along the lines of what I like. I might have to go grab batch 2 of the Redwoods and do a comparison to batch 1. I like the rye better in batch 1, but I still enjoy the bourbon. Have you tried the collaboration series from BBC? It is at our Costco, but didn't pull the trigger. Finished in plantation and rum barrels. Have any info? Yeah, I reviewed that one a while back, Albert. I wasn't a fan of it for $160. It was fine, but there are plenty of other like rum finished products that are out there on the market. Honestly, I'd rather drink the Sagamore rum finish over that plantation rum one. I don't know if I needed more rum. It was a very delicate, light rum finish. Obviously, you got the maple syrup, a little bit of the fruit. The tropical fruits that were in it, maybe like a hint of pineapple. But like the rest of the whiskey, it was very, very easy, and I like punches of flavor. It just finished it. Like the whole experience to me was a little bit soft. As you know, you guys know I like whiskeys to punch you in the mouth. I don't like it to be soft and easy. And some guys, some people like that. To each their own. All right, my special guests are here, and I think it's time, guys. It's time to get pumped up. The first round of Blendageddon American Blend category is about to get started. Here's the new intro. All right, guys, tonight it's time. Whiskey Tube's favorite blending competition kicks off with the American Blends category. A total of 30 blends will go head-to-head over the next 8 weeks to see who will be crowned champion. Tonight, the first 5 blenders will go head-to-head with their eyes on the prize. The top 2 make it to the next round. The other 3, well, they go home. The first 5 superstars tonight include Justin Kim, Bo's Wine Guy, Brandon Beaudoin, William Davilar, and Terrence Scott. You guys ready? Let's welcome in our guest judge and get this started. Let's go! Woo! You guys ready for this? Let's bring on the guest judge today because I had to have him on to kick off things. Blendageddon. It's my good buddy, Scott.
Yes. This is like MMA. Whose ass do I get to kick tonight? All right, that's a good 5 right there. So I'm excited to get into these. This is my wheelhouse. I love the color on some of these things. So I'm pumped to get into this. So I'm really really pumped.
I mean, we are ready to go. Mr. Yeah, just let you know, guys. The Jimmy McGill, Mr. ADHD Whiskey, is not in this contest. At least I don't think so. But we feel like, I do all my own editing. Gets drunk. Yep. So I had to have the Hawk on to kick things off. The next week we'll have a different judge, and the weeks after we'll have some new judges as we go along. But while I'm setting this up, I do have another special guest to come on, just to let you guys know of what exactly you're playing for. Ladies and gentlemen, it's last year's champion. Just to talk a little bit of smack for you, it's Mr. Todd Ritter.
What's up, losers? I mean contestants. What's going on?
What a jump! What a jump!
So Todd, tell us how you've been feeling. My blend is better than yours. He's already got the shirt out.
Jesus.
So Todd, how does it feel to be carrying the crown for the last year?
It's been pretty awesome. Like no autographs. Yeah, you know, everyone's like, "Hey, so you blend coffee?" You know,
you blend coffee.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you: any advice for the blenders that are in the mix tonight? Well, what can you tell them?
I've actually tried like 4 or 5 of them already, which is pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of swapping. So,
what do you mean you've tried them?
Well, I've tried Durrell's, Jeff Rack's, Kelsey's, Adams. OH is supposed to send me his, so we've been doing some swapping just to see what we're up against, I guess.
Okay,
man, that's a lot. That's a lot of preparation. Jeez.
Yeah. So real quick, guys, let me show you the updated bracket here. So here's the bracket. So here's 30 blends, 44 entries. That included the Frankenstein blends, which had a good amount too. But again, I was still waiting for blends to come in. Durrell's was a little bit late. So as I was getting the final blends, this is the final bracket. So here's a close-up of week 1. As I said, Justin Kim has his Oaked and Yoked. Bo's Wine Guy, the Island of Misfit Bourbons. Brandon Bedoin, Not a Trace of Buffalo. William Davilar, Mama's Midnight Madness. And then Terrence Scott with NJKI. Gives you a little bit of clue of what could be in it. Just real quick, a look ahead to week 2 next week, who we have coming up. Big Vic, the man, the myth, the legend, with his Heavenly Blend. Shelby Strunk with the finisher. Bill Kavanaugh, R2B2. Kelsey Dime with Dimebag Stash, and Copper Wolf with Louisiana Swamp Water. We have some big names going in next week as well. But tonight's the night. We're gonna kick this shit off. Todd Ritter, thanks for hanging out. And once you get your championship prize, we'll have you back on just to rub it in everyone's face. Sound good?
Sounds good. Good luck, everybody.
All right. Cheers, buddy. Nice to see you
guys.
See you, bud.
Michael.
All right.
Then it was you.
Are you ready?
I am ready. I am ready for this. I was excited when I was announced to be a participant in this, and yeah, let's get this show on the road.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Now, you probably have them in letter order, but I don't really do it in letter order. We're gonna switch it up. That's part of the randomness of this contest, because depending on what order you're in, things could switch up a little bit. Okay. So I have the random.org out. I'm gonna hit randomize, and this is what we're gonna do. Your first sample will be letter C. Your second sample will be letter E. Your third sample will be letter D. Your fourth sample will be letter A. And last but not least will be letter B.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right.
So we're all set up. All right. Yeah, I think Nancy Fraley should have entered a blend. What do you think?
That seems unfair.
Now, real quick before I get started, because ADHD Whiskey was in the chat earlier, I want to just to kind of give you guys how fucking awesome he is. So Terrence Scott, he came in, I guess, kind of second to Jimmy McGill last week when Jimmy McGill came on and surprised us as ADHD Whiskey. But Matt told me that, he really didn't want any of the prizes. He did want the T-shirt, so he is going to get the T-shirt once it's done. So that means Terrence Scott, congratulations. You are going to win this incredible prize pack. Hold on, let me get that off. There you go. You're going to win this Frankenblend Champion prize pack because, Mr. ADHD Whiskey, aka Jimmy McGill, aka Matt Porter, decided to kind of pay it forward to you. So you're going to get the Bourbon, The Rise and Fall of American Whiskey book, a 4-pack of Stave & Bean barrel-aged coffee, a 1-year subscription to Bourbon Plus magazine, the Asian or Bottle Flight set, the Spirits Flight set. You're going to get a T-shirt as well, and you're going to get a Mash and Journey Barrel Craft Spirits private release once they are ready to launch. Wow. So congrats to you. I hope that Terrence Scott is watching, but I definitely want to thank ADHD Whiskey for being so generous and kind of paying that forward to him. So cheers, cheers to you. ADH says, I'm sober and I can see this getting confusing. Terrence Scott says, ADHD, you're a gentleman and a blending scholar. Thank you, sir. So Terrence, shoot me a message and I will get your stuff sent out to you. So
that's a nice little prize pack right there.
Yeah, you like that, huh? Nice
I
little
do.
Group of packs.
Yeah.
So, all right. So really, the letters don't matter now. We're just going to kind of go through them and see what we like. You ready to do this, Scotty?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Let's start with.
I'm gonna focus for me more on taste than I am the nose. I mean, ultimately for this is what this competition is, right?
Yeah, ultimately it is the flavor, but you know the nose can maybe clue you in on how terrible or great it could be. So. Yeah, we'll see if Nancy Fraley wants to be a judge one of these, but we have to save Nancy for one of the later rounds when it gets real good. Okay.
Now we're nosing and tasting the same exact ones, right?
That's right.
Okay. Oh, it's got like a nice like creamy peanut butter kind of note to it.
Oh, that's a good call. I totally get peanut butter. Nancy says, my sincere apology. Got to have some dinner now. I'm on the West Coast. I've got a very long day tomorrow. We'll watch the remainder later. Good luck. Cheers, Nancy. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Legendary Nancy Fraley here.
It still has those like really nice kind of like those like underlying dark fruit notes.
I don't know. This gets into, the more I go back to it, the sweeter it gets.
Yeah, it's definitely sweet. I think there's even some butterscotch that's there too.
That's what I'm getting. I'm getting more like butterscotch toffee in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Which somebody is speaking my love language when it comes to this, because I get butterscotchy toffee notes in a bourbon. That is that's my bourbon love language right there.
There's a really kind of nice, like not so there's like a nice rye note, but it's kind of this like sweet rye. It's not pungent, but the nice rye that's there.
What's up, Griff? Nice to see you, bud. Can't wait for our cigars, man.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. All right, that's really nice. I'll be interested to see how this is, because like on the nose, I would say it's not blowing me away. Like with the nose, it's good. It's got really nice, put together notes, but I'm hoping for a little bit more on the palate on this one.
Okay. Wow, that is sweet.
And none of these can have any finishings, none of that stuff, right?
I mean, it could, but they had to be American whiskey. So if they picked a finished whiskey in the blend, they could do that. But it had to be American whiskeys only.
Gotcha. Okay.
Man.
The one thing I would say is that you get that sweetness punch like right up front. It kind of goes away. For me, it falls a little bit flat, kind of.
This is giving me some like big Jim Beam, Heaven Hill vibes. I'm getting some nuttiness. I'm getting some sweetness.
Yeah, there's maybe a little bit of that there.
Remember you called out peanut butter earlier? Like that's all I could taste now.
See, and I'm not getting as much. I'm not getting as much on the palate. I think because the sweetness is sticking around. There's a lingering spice that's there, but it's not overwhelming by any means.
Yeah, I mean it finishes very sweet, but it's got a little bit of spice. But like you said, it just kind of fades out pretty quickly.
Yeah. I would say I would want, like if this was a single barrel, I'd want a little bit more on the finish. The sweetness is there, but I would love a little more kind of like spice or punch to it. It doesn't feel like overly proofy to me though.
No, it's actually a little bit drying on the palate too, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
Which makes me think there could be some older whiskey in that blend for sure.
Yeah, there could very well be. Yeah, I would say that's probably a good call, because there is a slight sweet oak that's there, kind of like an older dusty oak that's there.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll get Nancy Fraley in the finals as well with Matt and Fred Minnick. What a panel that would be.
Woo. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Jesus Lord. Okay. Let's go to the second one. See what we got here.
That's E, correct?
Yes, E.
Oh man, what is that? Yeah, see now this is richer. Like my first thought was thinking like a lighter Elijah Craig barrel proof. That's what I'm kind of getting a little bit. There's a little bit more, maybe like a light stag. There's like cherry kind of chocolate notes to this.
Hey, we finally know Scotty's Spice Girl name. It's Lingering Spice. There you go.
Nice. Come on, Benny.
We're gonna have we're gonna have Shayla DeWayla on as a judge at some point, but we're not gonna tell you what week it's gonna be. I gotta tell you, everyone is great panel, but you wouldn't get a word in edgewise. Yeah, that would be everyone would be vying for what they think. Damn, that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, that could be trouble. That's for sure too. Wow, there's kind of a nice, almost like a little bit of a brownie batter note on it to me.
There is something very weird on the palate to me on that, and I don't know what that is. You getting that?
So I think for me, I don't know if I'm confusing that with a like a youthful note, or if that's like if there's a finish of some sort on that. Could that be like a?
I would say that's either a youthful, like non-Kentucky something with a finish on it, but I've never tasted anything like that. That is weird. I don't know if it's a good weird yet or a bad weird yet. I have to come back to that one. Can you post the bracket link? Yeah, I'll post that in the description once we're done here, guys.
Yeah, could there be like a finish or something like a?
That's a very distinct, like, it's. Remember when we were trying those Japanese whiskeys and I was getting like soy sauce? I'm getting like a soy sauce savory. That is funky fresh.
Yeah, like kind of something salty or briny a little bit.
Yeah, salty, briny. That is, I have never, man, when you talk about a unique blend, I don't think I've ever tasted anything like that.
Man, honestly, I was almost.
Go ahead.
No, I was almost thinking like because there's a dryness that's there. I was almost like wondering if this was like some kind of like a cognac or something that's there. Like, I mean, there's something that's very. Like it's more dry than the first one to me.
Just a second question: who made your wooden tray in front? So this was made by great local company here in Columbus, Ohio, called the Columbus Barrel Company. They turn a lot of barrels into furniture and different goods for your bar, your tasting room, whatever it may be. I mean, they make hats, they make a bunch of stuff. So yeah, Columbus Barrel Company. You can order from them; they'll ship to you. Definitely check them out.
Yeah, I'm gonna scratch that. I think there's some youthful stuff, especially as the
Keith from Massa saw in the chat. Nancy would love to be a judge. Oh yeah, that's definitely happened. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's. I got to go back to that. That's a little bit too weird for me.
Yeah, there's something that's just like kind of like it's not. Like to me, I would describe it as like a not ready kind of bourbon. Like it feels like it would need more time, whatever that was.
Yeah, it feels like it has like a fresh finish on it, but it needs a lot more time. I don't know if the blend just needs to sit longer, but
yeah, I don't know what that one. So are you on to D?
Yeah, I'm on to the D, which I'm already loving the D in the nose.
All right. Nice. Got a little D on the nose today.
Got a little D in the nose. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shit. I'm like flicking whiskey all over. Oh man, see, there's something that's. Oh man, what is that nose? There's something smoky about this. And if I was What can give me that like peaty influence?
Like I mean, unless there's American single malt in it, I'm not sure what.
Dude, it's like smoky.
Smoky. I don't know if I'm getting smoke on here.
Man, this is like a ham.
I don't know if this is giving me like the barbecue barrel char vibes.
Okay, well, yeah, call it whatever. Maybe that's what I mean, it could be that. There's something that's very like smoke or smoke meat or.
So CPA Whiskey says, wait, you're in Columbus, Ohio? I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Go blue. CPA Whiskey, I mean, I was born in New York, so I really don't care. I mean, I get the whole Ohio, Michigan thing. I get it, but it's, I care more about the New York Mets and what they're going to do next year to improve their team. But I do love the Michigan-Ohio State game. It's like, it's crazy. It's such a good time just to go and hang out and like kind of see all the stuff around it. I mean, it's nuts.
Yes, I'm getting the hammock on this.
I will say this,
and it is barbecue meats. I mean, for me, this is like smoked meat and I don't know what, but I'm gonna taste this.
Yeah, I can get the ham hock in it.
Ugh. Fuck.
What?
Fuck.
No, it's not that bad. Come on.
Oh man, that's not my thing. Whatever that is.
I actually like that one a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, there's this weird like
I love that little bit of smoky barbecue to it, and then this has the best finish out of all three so far.
Oh man,
the first, dude, get past the smoke shit and just experience that finish on it is awesome.
I am, but that like there's this rubber or Band-Aid note that I'm getting on this.
No, that's not peat, man. Come on.
I'm not calling peat. I'm just telling you what I'm tasting, and for me, that is not my thing right there.
Yeah, I'm not getting that. Wait, what letter are you sipping right now?
D.
All right, just making sure.
Dude, that is way different. And maybe this is where your experience with Scotch or something is playing in because.
Well, remember, these are American blends. There's no Scotch or anything in it.
No. I know that, but I mean, it could still be a malted barley. It could be an American. It can still be an American single malt.
Yeah, I mean that one is probably my favorite so far. I love the layered flavor in it. I like the little bit of smoke. I love the finish on it is easily the best finish of the first three we've had. I mean, I know you don't like the flavor profile, but check out that finish. How long does that finish last though? Just get past the smoke shit. I'm just talking about the finish.
Oh man, I can't get past that. Dude, that's like a rubber tire. I can't even drink.
Oh, dude. Oh my God!
At the end of the night? Are we gonna know what these blends are?
Yeah, we're gonna know. Well, the ones that get ousted, we will find out what the blends are. With the two that make it through, we wait. So we're gonna wait till the end for that.
Dude,
one.
that's just weird, man. I don't know like what that is. I'll be very interested just to hear like what that is. I mean, I don't know.
Hawk is not liking D on the palate. Sounds about right.
Probably why I don't mess with the D. So
yeah, I mean, it could be. Well, Scott liked Westland. Scott liked ASW. He's liked some.
Yeah, there's some that there's just something about that I don't.
It's the smoke. It's the smoke factor that comes in that kind of throws Scott off kilter a little bit.
I don't even think it's that. There's some underlying. Dude, it's like rubber. I'm tasting this rubber, like burnt rubber note.
Burnt rubber.
It's something that's funky, man.
All right, well, smell number 4. It might make you feel a lot better.
All right, good. I'm good. We can go on. Get off the D. All right, now we're getting back into it.
Yeah, now we're getting into it.
All I know is I would love to be whoever A is coming off of the D because A is gonna be like a fucking money thing at this point. So it's gonna be like the winner right here.
It's Wisconsin football season.
CPA whiskey.
Oh shit! Burnt rubber on the D. Huh, that's not a good look.
No, it's not. But I like the nose on this much better. This is
probably, this might be the most balanced nose out of all of them so far.
It really is. It's much more of a traditional dark fruit, kind of the cherry, nice kind of caramels.
CPA Whiskey says go blue. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah. The one thing I don't understand about like Ohio State, like Michigan, it's like the two of those teams, they have to go through this whole season of annihilating other teams until they just play each other at the end. And that's the only game that people care about. Because even on the radio today, I was going into work, and that's what they were talking about already. They're already talking about, the Michigan game. That like Ohio State has to go to Penn State and play them first. I mean, Penn State isn't having the best of years right now, but at the same time, it's not an easy place to play all the time. And Ohio State tends to start off slow before they, get going and score a fucking million points on a team. So I don't know. This is full of like dark fruit. This is really nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of dark fruit. Nice spice to it. There's a good balance, I would say, to it. Man, that baking spice is long. It's a long finish, nice and spicy.
It's got like this. It's got this little hint of like dusty corn funk on it.
Yeah,
that's just like ever so slightly. You getting that?
I love the. Yeah, I do. It's really nice. I love the lingering spice that's there.
Yeah, this is right with the finish of number 3. That finish is lingering. It's long. Wow.
How is this like debate gonna come down to like D? How is that gonna work? How does the ranking part of this all work?
Well, I'm the deciding vote, so.
No, this is some bullshit.
You're just here to help me.
This is bullshit.
You're here to help me narrow it down.
What kind of fucking shady show is this, by the way? Yeah. It doesn't even sound like I got any goddamn input at all. I'm just here.
Dusty corn or dusty bottle, says Todd. Jason, you definitely have one thing in common with almost every OSU fan. You've never spent a minute in a class at OSU. Oh man, that is any Ohio State fans watching.
I do not
speak for Joe.
Who said that? Was that the Michigan fan who said that?
That was Joe Wanninger that said that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd say the same thing with Michigan too, probably, but
damn, I gotta say that fourth one is fucking stellar.
Yeah, it's really nice. There's a little underlying butterscotch note on it.
It's creamy and it's like maple syrupy, and it's the best thing about that is the mouthfeel. That thing is as creamy as it comes.
Honestly,
did I just
easy, okay?
I'm done.
Oh my god, it's time for you to shut this up and go. Jesus Christ. Jesus, this is bad.
Oh my god, I just said that out loud. Oh my god.
No, you did. Jesus.
Oh, this is a PG-13 show.
Not anymore. Dude, man, freaking D is like killing me. I think D is like hurting A a little bit.
Oh my god, it's as creamy. Yeah, I said that. Oh, that's gonna be a clip, I think, on Matt Madness at some point.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
As creamy as they come.
This is definitely, I gotta say, I think number 4 is probably the best one out of the bunch so far. You think you kind of all that?
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree on that.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back to the first 2 that we tried and see, but I'm not even touching D anymore at all.
You're not touching the D anymore?
No, I'm not at all. I'm done. At least for tonight, I'm not touching the D.
All right, let's go. I think this one so far, that's a leader in the clubhouse, who's ever that is. So let's go to the last one.
All right. Oh man, what is that? There's something that's different there on that too.
Ooh.
That is rich. Like this almost feels like one that needs like just a little more like blending time, you know? It's still rich. It's still dark and rich. I mean, it's a little bit like It's a little bit like A, kind of.
This is giving me, yeah. I mean, is A the fourth one? Yeah, A is the fourth.
Yeah, A is the fourth one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely giving me like almost like high age, like Buffalo Trace vibes.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of like cherry cordial in it.
Yeah. And see, what I was thinking also is like that, in addition to like honeycomb or like a honeycomb cereal or something that's there.
YouTube is censoring so many comments. Whiskey Mounds has to keep pressing show. Thank you, Whiskey Mounds, for doing that for us. Oh my God, dude, the comments after. I can't believe I said that out loud. I should put that on a t-shirt. It says creamy as it.
No, you should. You should. You don't ever do that. That's bad.
Oh shit.
No, you don't ever do that.
This is why Scotty comes on the show, because he brings out the worst. He brings out the worst in me.
This is like this is like selecting barrels. There's like certain times you got to like back you off the ledge. You don't want to put that shit on a t-shirt.
Yeah, if anyone has done a barrel pick with Scott and I, you know how stupid it gets. It's hilarious. Yeah, worst selling shirt ever. Yeah, no one's buying that shirt. All right, Brandon says I have no clue which one is mine. This is crazy, right? This gets into like, I love the folks that are watching their blends being tested, because they're like, you know, I made this blend and I'm tasting this, and like you go through all of them and you're like, that doesn't sound like mine at all. Now we're on the last one. It's like, I don't think they tasted my blend somehow.
Okay, so I was going to ask you, so all these right now, they don't know what we're even tasting. They don't know that theirs is A or B or whatever.
No, we don't know whose letter belongs to what. These were all poured blind. All I know is I have like the letters that correspond to each person, but that's all I have.
Look at Justin. Justin's like, I hope I'm 4. I still want to go back to the first two. Like.
Yeah, no, I do too. But have you tried the last one yet?
Yeah, I did. It's good. I wish the finish was longer. It falls a little bit flat for me, but.
Yeah, there's something, man. That like falls in the like an elegant whiskey like category.
Yeah, it's
creamy, it's subtle, but it's layered.
Yeah, dare I say smooth? You know,
dare you say smooth?
It's got a velvety characteristic to it. I would say the spice is sneaky. Like for me, like right now, without going back to the first two. Like 4 and 5 or A and B are like probably my favorites right now, but I want to go back to the first two. So I'm gonna slide the D right out of the way.
That one is really sweet. I mean, the last one here, B, comes in with like that. I mean, that is all like brown butter, oak. It's very velvety on the palate. That's really nice.
I think A shows up more on both the nose and the palate in terms of like overall like richness and complexity. Like B is a little softer. It reminds you more of like a Four Roses. There would be something that would be a little bit Four Roses about it. Like where it's.
Are you saying the first one, the first one we tried?
No. I'm actually, when I say like, I'm actually saying the letter number.
So you're saying which one?
The letter A that we tasted. Like I think it's big and bold.
A has more going on. It's bigger. It's bolder.
Yeah. That's why. And I think B, or the last one we tasted, is more. It's rich but softer, a little more elegant, velvety. It is nice.
Man, I went back to C, and it is straight up Skippy peanut butter. It is.
So the first one we tasted?
Yeah, I'm going back to the first one now. Man, that is just peanut butter in a glass, but in a good way. I mean, you called peanut butter before, and I wasn't getting it as much, but now coming off of this last one, that is just pure peanut butter. That's delicious. I mean, did somebody throw fucking Screwball like peanut whiskey in that shit?
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if that wasn't something from Heaven Hill. Like it doesn't taste beamy. Like beamy is more heavy peanut shell for me, you know? That's a little softer.
That's nice. And it's like a sweeter peanut butter. It's like, this isn't like that natural, you know, bullshit peanut butter with all the fucking oil on top. This is the the old school fucking Jif and Skippy with all the sugar and all the goodness in it.
Let's talk about rants here for a second. Like, I'm a huge peanut butter fan. Okay, like I love peanut butter. It's probably
how do I not know this about you? You're a huge peanut butter fan.
Literally, and you can ask Julie. It's literally one of the things I don't think I can live without. And if anyone eats natural peanut butter, that shit is the most disgusting thing ever. That shit is so bad. It's like the oil slick that gets left on natural peanut butter is so disgusting that it's I don't even that's
right, Jason. I could see your peanut. That's gonna be the name of our juke joint pick.
I can see your peanut. Oh God.
Oh man.
E is like, or the second one we tasted. That's sweet, man. There's a really nice sweetness on the nose on that.
All right, I'm gonna say this tonight. I haven't gotten one super chat tonight. You believe this shit? Who's gonna break the seal?
Not one.
Not one yet. I love the rants. This time I did not have to rant. This is Scott making a peanut butter rant. Who knew that would happen?
And I can rank peanut butter like there's no tomorrow. Like, I mean, come on.
You need to stir it, sir.
Oh, okay. So I mean, so ADHD, big sexy. He's clearly a creamy peanut butter guy. Doesn't like chunky.
I got one from Rebecca Page. I don't remember seeing that one. Shit. Sorry, Rebecca. I'm kind of blasting through here. All the things.
Oh, look at this.
There's Rebecca's. Found a GTS 130 proof being sold by a store via DoorDash for $135. Call store to confirm, and unfortunately it was a typo. They also didn't have anyway. Totally would have gotten one with that price. Sorry, Rebecca. I appreciate you. I totally missed that. That must have been when I was facing through a bunch of shit.
Look at this. You do a little begging, and then look what happens.
There we go. Look at all this. Okay. Jeffrey Wack, I gotta pee. Lily says woof. ADHD with $10. Katie Turchis, you guys, some of the best folks on screen. I got your bro, says Lucas.
Jesus.
Lucas, I got your Lucas. I have your blind flight getting sent out. I finally got my own Hardin's Creek 15 years. So your sampler's coming. BT, you guys rock. That opened the floodgates. Boom, wrench drop. That is whiskey.
Jesus.
So we got to hang out with Katie Turk and
Ethan.
I mean, Ethan is 6'8". He's the man. I love Ethan. I love Katie. We got to hang out with them. Me and my girlfriend Kim. We went out with them to a local place here at High Bank and had dinner with them. And I mean, we had a nice little whiskey flight sent to us. We had some great food. Ethan and Katie are some of the best people in the chat in Whiskey Tube. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you guys for all the super chats. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much.
Please fucking do a little begging, and then all of a sudden you got like lunch.
Dude, you fucking waited. You wanted like socks the other night because you said you had no socks, and people sent you money for socks.
I don't think
I know you have socks. You live in Canada.
I don't think it was begging for socks. I'm pretty sure
you wanted wool socks for your fucking cold ass feet in Canada.
Jesus, cold ass.
Ethan is 5'2", dude. He's like 7'2".
He's not 5'2". He's a fucking monster. He's a monster of a man.
Yeah. I'm like up to his waist. It's so like
yeah. Like I can be like Ethan should have like a big old like truck that's got like truck balls on it. Like Ethan could drive a ball. Like Ethan could drive a truck with like truck balls.
Keith.
I think.
Ethan and Katie are freaking amazing. They are freaking amazing.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Love the Turks. Check out. Yeah. The Turks started their. Did you know about this channel?
No, I did. This is the first time I've even heard of this. What's the deal?
They started a channel, a YouTube whiskey channel called Drifting Drams, and I had no idea they started it. They told us at dinner that they had started a channel, and I mean they don't have a lot of videos up, but they have a channel. Ethan and Katie.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to get that promoted then. Clearly.
Yeah. I tower over Ethan in personality.
Personality.
All right, we got a little sidetrack. What's your favorite peanut butter of all time?
Oh, I'm still a Jif guy.
You're a Jif guy? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Jif guy, and I can do creamy or peanut. It depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah.
Or
See,
chunky.
I like hanging out with Jeffrey Wack because we're roughly the same height, which is kind of nice. But man, it's when it comes time to stand next to Ethan Turk, I feel like I'm one of the lollipop guild. I'm in the lollipop guild from fucking The Wizard of Oz.
Nice.
All right, so here's the real question in the chat. I'm gonna post a poll just because I have to.
See, I can't do extra chunky. Like there is extra chunky, and that's just too much. Like you may as well. Like I feel like I'm being scammed. Extra chunky is like it's too much peanut. It just needs to be Peter Pan honey. I don't know. I don't like funky shit in my peanut butter.
You don't like funky peanut butter?
I don't want finished peanut butter, if that makes any sense.
All right, hold on a second. Let me do this.
Adriana nailed it. No creamy Jif peanut butter. That's it.
All right, here I'm going to call this the PB poll, and I'm going to write crunchy or creamy. Let's see what
this is a no-brainer. This is easy.
Well, don't say anything yet.
Okay.
Go in the poll and vote. Crunchy versus creamy. Here we go. Todd Ritter. I was picked by 3 judges. Some call me the greatest #1 blender. I kept their pods blazing. Cheers all. Look at Todd Ritter coming in with the gloat.
Well, at least he's humble. I mean, right? At least he's humble.
This is like getting a homeless guy $10 so he won't show you his D. Well,
yeah, Dave, whatever you do, don't tempt them. We don't need that.
Oh yeah, first video, a blind by the wax.
Jesus.
Jif needs to make a bourbon flavored, seeing that it's made in Kentucky.
Oh man, I don't know.
Come on, bourbon peanut butter? That's brilliant. You can't say that's not brilliant, dude. You wouldn't try bourbon peanut butter?
I would try it for sure, but
you're obviously a bourbon purist.
I am, but I mean, I'm more of a peanut butter purist, I would say.
Come on, creamy is so. This was. I love this comment. No. Creamy is so 80 proof.
No, get out of here. Where's my eject button? Where's my eject button? I mean, that's the icing.
Come on, bourbon barrel finished peanut butter. How has that not happened yet?
No. Smucker's Goober peanut butter and grape jelly stripes rocks.
Yeah, I can't do that shit.
Yeah, I'm not a mix. The guy who's got the peanut butter and the jelly mixed together in the same thing. Nah, it's a pass for me.
Oh, dude, when you go back to the first one, which is letter C, that one's getting better and better. I think I know like which ones. I'm gonna go back to E here.
Actually, I know.
I do not like the finish on E. I don't know what the fuck E is, but it is not doing it for me. It is like there's something super astringent about it, and not in a good way. Did you go back to E yet? The second one?
Yeah, I'm not telling you whether I've eliminated or not yet.
Okay.
Only because I'm waiting to see how the poll turns out.
You
if it doesn't turn out in my favor, I'm gonna fuck this whole blind up.
All right, so it's a little bit early. There's only 102 votes. We need more votes in the poll, folks. Everyone, go into the chat and look at the poll, and you must vote. There's only 102 votes right now.
All right, so ADHD is kind of hitting a nerve. So I lived in Florida for a while.
What's the point of peanut butter? Is there isn't some texture? If there isn't any texture and crunch, Patrick Crone, I think that means he's a crunchy guy. Just saying. Nimra, let's see. Nimrak says, I like my peanut butter and jelly like I like my wife and girlfriend separated.
Okay, here's another good question. If we're talking peanut butter and jelly, which I don't give a flying shit at this point right now. If you're not a peanut butter and jelly guy, whatever. It doesn't matter the kind of jelly or peanut butter. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. But
Obviously, Adriana, I made a huge mistake bringing Scott on because he cares more about peanut butter than Blendageddon.
no, I don't. I've already got my ring.
We have triggered Scott.
I
have known Scott for so long, and Scott and I have done barrel picks, and I mean, our girlfriend and wife know each other really well. I had no idea he was as passionate about peanut butter. No,
I've got my rankings. I'm on borrowed time at this point, so like we're into like overtime at this point. So
what is happening right now?
What was the other one? Shit, what was this other? Damn it! Oh, that's it. So here's another thing. As far as peanut butter and jelly goes, this is a great poll question too. Okay, do you put the jelly on one slice of bread and the peanut butter on the other, or do you put the jelly and the peanut butter on one slice and the dry side over top? It's a lot of shit to think about. There's a lot that goes into a peanut butter and jelly.
What the fuck is happening? The hawk is off the rails with peanut butter tonight. Oh my god.
Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly isn't as simple as you fuckers think it is. I'm telling you.
All right, so here it comes, guys. The poll, the results. 130 votes goes to creamy at 60% versus crunchy at 40%.
Yep, 40%'s wrong.
So you're a creamy guy, huh?
Yeah, for sure. You got to start there first. I mean, that's tried and true.
Well, I hope this doesn't end our barrel picking relationship, but I like crunchy.
I didn't say I didn't like crunchy. I'm just saying I prefer creamy, but it depends on if you want sometimes a little bit of something different. Then you go for crunchy.
Okay, so what the fuck? Copper Wolf says I dozed off and came back to this. Peanut butter and jelly is just good, so eat it.
Yes, it is good.
Cameron Lund says only a psychopath puts PB and J on one side of the bread.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's not even true.
See, this is where you're wrong. You know why? You have to put peanut butter, a smooth layer on both sides of the peanut butter, and then you pick one side to lay the jelly on it. You know why? Because then when you put it together, the jelly does not get into the bread and make it all fucking soggy.
Yeah, I can get down with that. I don't do that, but I can get down with that.
That's how you do it, Smalls. Just saying.
All right. Here's a perfect live stream. What bourbon goes best with a PB&J? Let's set it up.
I actually, you know what's really good with peanut butter? This might be surprising to you. Peanut butter and jelly goes really good with 1792 small batch because it's got a strawberry note.
It sounds like a debate coming. Just saying.
You drink peanut butter with bourbon with your peanut butter and jelly often?
Not often, but I'm up for it for sure.
Are you a grape or a strawberry jelly or a different jelly guy? Are you a traditional grape?
I'm more of a strawberry guy.
Yeah, I'm about strawberry jam, man. Love strawberry jam. All right, let's get back to Blendageddon.
Okay,
here.
all right.
Thank you guys for indulging us in the chat. I appreciate it. This is one of the best chat conversations ever. So, this is going to be like something I ask every judge that comes on now. Peanut butter and jelly, how do you make it crunchy versus creamy? This is going to be like a going theme. So
this is super weird how this is all going to shake out right now in terms of the order that I've got it.
I'm eliminating E. I do not like E at all.
All right,
I'm sorry to whoever blended E, but the finish on that is just fucking weird. Ugh. Okay. E is probably my last place.
Okay.
Let's go to the D, which I know you didn't like because of the smokiness.
I'm not even putting that in my mouth. That's nasty.
Dude, it's not that smoky. Like you've been eating too much peanut butter. You're crazy.
No,
that is not that smoky.
That's not my jam. That's no pun. That's no pun either.
Jimmy's next blend is going to have peanut butter mixed into it.
I would
I got to pick up a bottle of Found North Batch 5 tomorrow. Oh, shoot, Mackel. That's good shit.
Oh, yeah, very good. Love what Found North is doing. They're doing some nice things now with their single barrel stuff, and just to shameless plug, but there might be one coming for the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club here pretty soon.
Can we agree that A, number 4, is a clear winner?
Should I just give you my rankings how I have?
No. Just give me. Can you agree that A is
what,
one of your top 2?
100%.
Yeah, A is in. A moves on to the next round, to the Sweet 16 or the Sweet.
Is it only 2 or 3 of them?
It's 2 only make it through.
Oh, okay, all right. So now that I know that, all right, I thought it was 3. Okay.
No, 2. Excuse me. 2 only make it through to the Elite 8.
Okay, all right. Let me get serious here for a second.
Oh, he's getting here. This guy is getting serious. Look out.
Fuck, here we go.
Here he is. The Hawkenator is getting serious, guys. I'm just saying.
So bad. That's so bad.
Well, I mean, all right. I'll embarrass you, but I'll embarrass myself too. Here we go. Ready? A Logitech Barrel-Proof Fall. Everybody loves to watch it. Haven't played it in a while. Here it comes. I fell.
That's old school, man. There was like nothing even in the background.
I know. That's the old set, man. That's no joke.
Man.
All right, so whatever A is a fucking hitter. That's making it through.
All right, I've got mine.
Club Dirty has 200,000 subs and drinks peanut butter whiskey regularly. Just saying.
Okay. I've literally never had, this is weird. As much as I love peanut butter, I've never had peanut butter whiskey ever.
Yeah, young Jason. Yeah, that was like I think it was my second year when I fell on my ass like that. And now I'm like 4 years in. That was a whole 2 years ago. So
it feels like a 10
it feels like 10 years ago, but
yeah. Hey, Eric, I'm not even 9 hours from Canada, Eric.
Oh man.
Where are you at right now with your second favorite one?
It's between C and B for me as my second favorite.
Okay.
Is that where you're at? Are you kind of in the ballpark?
Yeah, I am. But I know between those two which one I prefer.
That's what I have to discern right now. So B and C are real close. Man, I love that peanut buttery, just that flavor profile in C. It's like the best Booker's like ever. You know what I mean? It's got a little bit of fruit to it. It's peanut buttery. It's sweet. It's spicy. Got a nice finish to it.
And I'm kind of surprised that it's this much of a debate for you, honestly. But again, I think this is part of like where you lean. You're looking for something a little bit different, and I kind of have a wheelhouse that these two have fallen into for me.
Well, that's the thing. Like when it comes to Blendageddon, I like to find something that's different, but still kind of looks for the traits that I look for. Long finish, good mouthfeel, all that stuff. So that's why I love to have you on here on the first round, because I think you kind of stay in your lane.
Yeah.
But I like that we could kind of go back and forth here. Because I'm looking for, I think the fact that B and C, again, we get close no matter what, when it comes to what we like.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this B and C, like obviously A was a standout clear winner for us.
Yeah.
So now we have B and C, which is, it's like, do I want to go with that peanut buttery, something that's a little bit different? Or like B, I mean, B is good, but it comes off a little bit more traditional.
Oh.
Which is good.
Yeah.
But I really love the flavors in C. C is different, and it actually brings more of a finish to me. Absolutely.
See, I think what I like,
Yeah, this is a good. I know PB&J is a classic, but man, there's some deep-seated feelings happening on the stream tonight. They're very passionate. They're very passionate PB&J folks in the chat. Yeah.
Someone touched the nerve.
So it's a trigger. It's a trigger.
Yeah, it's a trigger. I can see where you're at, you know, and again, I mean, it's your thing, and I don't think with the final two that are there, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them.
So I'm guessing just knowing you're leaning towards B.
I am.
Second one.
I am. Oh, and again, I mean, A and B are fairly similar. I would say, and I can see where you would maybe want something slightly different with C. The one thing that makes it there, and I still think B and C are slightly similar, even though C's got a little more of that peanut buttery note to it. But yeah. I like the finish more on B. Like, it's nice and spicy. It's a little bit longer to me. That's where B is kind of kicking in a little bit more for me.
I think C has the longer finish for me.
Really? All right, let me pour a little bit more of C.
I can see what you're saying. Like, B does have a nice spice to it, but C has like that peanut butteriness, and then it has like that what do you call it? Like the I call it the flag on the play. It's the late hit.
Oh, all right.
The late hit comes in, and like as you just sit there and wait for it, the spice kind of blooms like out of nowhere, which is really nice.
I love the richness of, you know, what I'm trying to, like, you know, what I've got in my mind is whiskeys that have a little more like age and richness and complexity, and that's what A and B are giving me. I wonder if on D, if like some of the tape got in my whiskey.
The what?
I wonder if on D, if like some of the tape got in my whiskey. Oh man, I love
B and C are close. I mean, it's tight. I mean, it's one of those things where,
oh man, for me, I mean, really, the more I kind of go back to it.
I mean, C is like gone for me. I really like C a lot.
Okay.
I mean, B is good, but B is, to me, is like close to A, but A is like slightly better. So I think I'm gonna go A and C.
Okay.
As the top two. But dude, A, how good is A?
Yeah, I mean, A is clearly, I think, the front runner. There's really no.
Yeah,
I mean, really, when you look at the color of it, I mean, it does have, like, clearly something that's got more richness and complexity, maybe a little more age. I'm hoping, but it's a really nice, well put together. I mean, outside of the winners, I'm more interested to know what the fuck that D is. Seriously, that is crazy, man.
Okay, so
but whoever put together B is a really nice blended whiskey. So
yeah, B is real. I mean, B is right there. It's close, but I'm gonna have to go with A and C just because A has everything that we look for in a whiskey,
man.
And then C is that peanut butter, creamy, spicy, all that stuff. I think it's just different. It's different enough that it stood out. It's got a long, lingering finish. It's got like that flag on the play, late hit type of spice to it. Man.
Yeah, I mean, C is a really.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, Richie. Yeah, I mean, C is really nice. I mean,
yeah, there's something about C. I like the oak to it. I think it's just different. It's unique.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with A and C. If that's what you end up going with, then that's. We
both can. I mean, it's like A is just a complete.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So. I mean, A for me, and like in D, like I'm interested to know like what that is, just because of like. I really am.
Yeah,
like
I don't get any of that like tire whatever.
Dude, it is fucking weird, man. That is weird. There's I guarantee you there's some weird shit in that. There's something weird in there.
See, like to me, E is the really weird one.
No fucking way. There's no. I mean,
E tastes like E gives me like a fucking like a toilet cleaner vibe to it. Oh man!
All right, let me.
It's like I'm drinking Pledge.
Let me taste E again. There's not anything you can do that's going to convince me
Did you mix them up, dude? Because there's no way you can't taste that.
No, hang on, I'm gonna taste E again.
You're broken,
dude. D is like fucking funky, man.
I love.
Unless you fucked it up, you sent it to me. So
no, I definitely didn't fuck it up. I mean, I did this with Kim. You know, she's detail, so did not fuck it up.
Dude, I mean, E just tastes like some younger whiskeys to me. There's something that's a little bit astringent about it.
You don't get like some weird sour, like cleaner, like Lysol shit on it on the finish.
Maybe that's the astringency part of it. Maybe that's just that.
Yeah, like honestly, who's having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when we're done here in 8 minutes? Raise your hand. I'm having peanut butter and jelly. That's right, peanut butter on both sides of the bread. The bread slightly toasted, and then some peanut butter on both sides. A little bit of jelly. Mash that shit together.
Why are you toasting it? Why are you toasting it?
Because I like that rich wheat bread. I love toasting.
I love a good soft sourdough, something that's sweet and
Oh,
soft.
Dude, yeah, I'm with you with that. How do you feel about peanut butter and jelly on a brioche bun? What do you think about that?
Oh, brioche.
Is that too sweet for you? You think it's too much?
Oh man, I mean, I probably wouldn't do it on my own, but if I was at some fancy ass place,
Nimrax is all over. He's having PB&J right now.
Yeah, I will for sure, man. I've got some like fresh, soft sourdough, peanut butter jelly.
This is another guilty pleasure. I love peanut butter with honey. That shit is delicious.
Okay, yeah, I could do that.
No, normal toast. I just like a slight toast, just to give the bread a little bit of crunch, a slight crunch.
Okay. Now I love peanut butter toast, but not necessarily like toasted sandwich, if that makes sense.
All right, so this is what we're going with, guys. Right. The blends that are making it through is letter A and letter C.
Okay.
I think Scott and I have really kind of C was really close with B, but I gotta say, I think C with the viscosity and just the uniqueness of it really kind of put it over the edge for me. But A is the clear winner, the best blend of the bunch so far. We'll see how it sits and how it evolves. That's the beauty of Blendageddon. As these blends sit in the sample jars, they change a little, they evolve a little. So as the weeks go by, we'll see exactly what happens. So let's find out what 3 are going home. You ready for this, man?
Yeah. Which one are you going with first? Are you going with B or what?
Let's go with the one that you fucking hated because you're a jerk.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to find out what this is. This is gonna be weird.
All right, guys. So the first one that is leaving the Blendageddon competition in the first round goes to. Let me put up the 5-grain bread, butter toasted.
No.
Oh, dude, cast iron skillet PB&J.
Oh, cast iron. Okay. All right, now
that's we're talking. That's another level, dude. That's another level.
It probably is, man. 5-grain. That's really going pretty strong on the the health side of things, though.
Yeah, dude, I have a 12-grain fucking wheat bread that's fucking delicious. All right, here we go. Week 1. Letter D goes to the Island of Misfit Bourbons from Bo's Wine Guy.
Oh, man. What is this thing? Bo's Wine. What do you got here? What is this blend? I can't wait to hear what this is.
I have it right here. Here's the blend.
All right. Man, there is something funky in that. I guarantee.
Dude, you're crazy. I don't think there's as
No.
much smoke as you think it is. All right, here we go.
There is something funky in that.
Bo's Wine Guy, the American Whiskey Blend, Island of Misfit Bourbons. You ready for this?
Yep. Oh, there's something fucking crazy in it. I can tell.
There's not at all, dude. You're crazy.
What is that?
25% Henry McKenna 10-year single barrel.
All right.
25% Maker's Mark cast strength. 25% Hill Rock Estate Solera aged bourbon.
Oh, I wonder if that's it.
And then 25. No, this is what throws you off. 25% George Dickel 13-year bottle.
Oh, that's what did it. That's probably
what it is. But I don't mind that high aged Dickel shit. I mean, I love this. I don't think this is. I really like this blend from Bo's Wine Guy.
Man.
I think it's good, but that smoky like rubber tire. You're nuts.
Dude, and maybe, all of those, I love a lot of those, on their own, but man, for me, it just didn't.
You put peanut butter up your nose or something.
All right, let me fucking take a sip of this shit again.
No way.
No, dude, unless I've got something that's bad, maybe you fucking sent me a tainted sample.
Dude, I sent the exact samples that you should have gotten. Absolutely.
Dude, maybe the bottle. Maybe the
Bo's
bottle.
Wine Guy says my 4 Misfit bottles. The sum was better than Bo's Wine Guy. Don't listen to Scott. I think that's actually a really good blend. I think you did. It was like this close to kind of getting the top 2. I love the finish of it. I think it was unique. But Scott doesn't like anything.
Okay, you know what? Let me ask you this: Is there a chance? And this is serious. Is there a chance this had soapy water in it still?
What do you mean
the
soapy
bottle
water?
Dude, there's a chance that this bottle had a soapy water left in it.
I didn't even those are brand new sample bottles. There's no way.
All right, well, I'm just saying there's something weird about it, man. All
right. Well, hey, listen. I liked it. You didn't. I thought it was a great blend. Bo's Wine Guy. Cheers to you. Thanks for sending that in. Let's go to the. So that was D. Let's go to the.
Rob D says Scott's got brat drippings in his Glen. Dude, I wish that tasted like a brat. That'd be fantastic. Anyway.
All right. E is the really fucking weird one for me.
Oh, man.
And E is the NJKI from Terrence Scott, who is actually the winner of the Frankenblend competition. But Terrence, what the fuck is in that?
Dude, I didn't think that was remotely close to D. I thought, that to me, there's night and day. That wasn't as nearly as.
Oh no, it's not. It wasn't close in profile, but there was something.
I mean, in
there was
terms of
something on that NJKI that was fucking weird. I don't know what it is. I can't wait to see what's in this blend because it gave me the most astringent, sour, antiseptic note on the back end of it.
I didn't get all that crazy shit.
Yeah, you're all right. So You've Got to Be Franken Me was Terrence Scott's winning blend from the Frankenstein whiskey competition. He fucking blended some amazing shit. That was really good. This one, Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. Are you serious? Rare Character M&J pick. The Knob Creek 15-year store pick and the Stag Junior Batch 12? That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I don't know. You thought that one was I know you thought that one was bad. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was.
I did not like that combination at all. It's got a very weird finish to me, and it kind of killed the vibe. Front of the palate, great. Back of the palate, weird, funky finish.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Terrence Scott knows how to blend. He did win. His Franken-Me blend was second next to Mr. Jimmy McGill over there. So Terrence Scott knows how to blend, but that one did not work for me.
Well, this is a great example of how individually great whiskeys cannot work together at times. This is the master blending part of things. This is a great way to do
says 5 grain butter toasted and cast iron is where it's at. Scott is right. A toasted PB&J is evil. Murica. All right. Now, this one will be interesting. We're gonna go to B, which is right on the cusp.
Man, this could have been a winner right here.
This is good, but I mean, this was like right on the cusp, man.
Yeah.
And this goes to, let's bring up the week
B,
one bracket.
I feel bad for who has, for whoever has B, because it easily could have moved on.
I think B just went up against a couple of one that was a hitter and one that was just a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. And
that goes to Brandon Bodine of Not a Trace of Buffalo.
Oh man, Brandon, you did a good job with B though.
Brandon, that's a hell of a blend, man. So let's find out what's in that one. So I'm guessing there's no Buffalo Trace in it based on the title.
It's probably all Buffalo Trace.
It's probably all Buffalo Trace, right?
Yeah.
So Brandon comes in with 2 parts Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, 1 part Remus Repeal 5, and then 1 part Wild Turkey Masters Keep 17.
Dude, I told you, fucking you. That's a great fucking blend. Like
that Masters Keep 17 years coming through, man.
Dude, I like fucking B, man. I knew it. It was rich and dark and all that shit that I like. That's a good blend.
So that means moving on to the Elite 8 goes to William Davilar with Mama's Midnight Madness and Justin Kim.
Wow.
Justin Kim had Oakton Yoked. Justin Kim had the letter A. That was the unanimous one.
Oh, so Justin's is A.
Justin's is the one we both picked unanimously.
Wow, good job, Justin.
Dude, Justin, fuck. That's a killer blend, man. Wow. Congrats, gentlemen. Absolutely, Taryn.
That's a good one. So I don't know what A and C are.
We can't reveal those blends until we get towards the end. So I'm sorry, I don't reveal those blends until, because if one of these two make it to the finals and actually wins, we want to reveal the blends at that time, not right now.
Okay. So, all right.
So
Brandon says Scott to get the tiebreaker vote.
Justin. Yeah, I mean, Brandon, yours is very good, but I gotta say, I'm guessing, William Davilar's is just it's unique, it's different. It's what I look for in a Blendageddon. I think Scott and I were very on the fence with B and C anyway, but then C with that peanut butter note and the little bit of a fruit note, and I really love the finish on C. I think it's a well-deserved congratulations to both William. Now, William Davilar was the runner-up last year for the championship. He went right up against Todd Ritter to grab that championship, but it looks like William Davilar is making it to the Elite 8.
All right.
We'll see what happens next week. Week 2, remember, guys, right here, Big Vic, Shelby Strunk, Bill Kavanaugh, Kelsey Dime, and Copperwolf. We have some big names going up next week. Man, I wish I could tell you who the judge is going to be, or you're going to have to wait for that. It's going to be a good one. Scott, thanks so much for hanging out tonight and helping me kind of navigate these. What do you think?
This was good, man. This was tough. It was both tough and fun. I mean, it's really interesting to kind of taste these blends that people put together, and it's cool that people take the time to do these things and send them in. It's a fun thing. So
that's what it is. William Davilar's My Own Private Idaho last year really just made a big impact. It almost moved on. It almost won, but Todd Ritter had that fucking blend. Will there be more PB talk next week? I think so. I think when the next judge comes on, there's going to be some PB talk. Where this is going to be a recurring theme, I think. And then when it gets into like Nancy Fraley and Fred Minnick and Matt Porter, we're gonna really find out we're gonna get deep in the weeds on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I'm sensing here like really soon that we're gonna have creamy, some peanut butter, and do like a little live stream and get some peanut butter and some bourbon blends going on here. So
that's right. I'm gonna have to download the peanut butter jelly time song because that's what's going on. So cheers to everybody who hung out tonight. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks to Scott for coming on. If you guys have not subscribed to Scott of My Bourbon Journey, please do. Thanks to Todd Ritter for coming on to trash talk a little bit because he is the reigning champion. Congrats to Justin Kim and William Davalar for moving on to the Elite Eight. And next week, we will have the next round of contestants on Blendageddon. Cheers to you guys, and we'll see you next week right here on the Mash and Drum Whiskey Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like, subscribe, share with everyone. Tell everyone about Blendageddon and what's going on. See you guys next week. Cheers.
Cheers, boys and girls.
Just before we go off, I can see your peanut. Cheers.